Myers, Myers, and if you Google me, it's playwright Larry Myers. I had a relationship with Tennessee Williams, Edward Albee, and I'm 6 degrees from Walt Whitman, and I've contacted Marsha Johnson's spirit here and down the street. She was kneeling on the street because she was a devout Catholic, and 4 cops came along and harassed her, and she knocked the shit out of all 4 cops and was arrested and taken to Bellevue, and her friends, the street people, got together and got her out of Bellevue. I have started paperwork with the Catholic Church to make Marsha P. Johnson a Catholic saint because she was a Catholic, and they said, well, when you dig up a saint, the body won't have been decomposed. And I said, well, I did share some of my beauty secrets with her. I'm 77. I said, and how could she be a saint? What did she ever do? And I said, what didn't she do? She sanctioned a lifestyle. She found a home for trans people, which is still in the East Village. There should be a marker on it. No recognition. And you know, I'll just quote to you. Los Angeles blog said, Larry Myers is a dangerous man that writes dangerous plays. And then another one said, Larry Myers is the most important playwright in America today. Anyway, but you could be doing theater for 50 years off Broadway, but I've had plays in Rome and Teatro Olimpico, the Edinburgh Festival, and be constantly writing all that time, and nobody knows your name, except that I was on page 6 like 50 times and stuff. But people don't know what I look like. They don't, you know, and I'll give you a hilarious story. I'm gearing up for my Juneteenth festival, and in Atlanta, I was there in Under Atlanta, which is like an all African American area and hippie, you know, progressive. And I saw a card on a coffee shop wall, plays about the Black life experience. And I wrote NMD, and submitted it. And I arrived because I won. And they go, sir, can we help you? I said, I wrote NMD, no more Gypsy. I said, I won. They go, you? They thought it had been written by a young, angry black man. I'm not making this up. Anyway, because I have pictures of all this. I always have a disposable camera. Andy Warhol taught me that. Oh, Jamie Warhola, his nephew, thinks I contact Andy Warhol because I wrote a play, Love Finds Andy Warhol. This was in the newspaper, and I contacted his spirit, but Jamie said, there's no way that you could know this. This is all real, and it happened in life with my grandmother. How did you know this? Anyway.
So what does Stonewall mean today?
It means trouble. And we should be ready for Stonewall Part 2. And when I was at Barnes & Noble and Betty White was signing her memoir, they said, well, now only autographs, no pictures. And so there were hundreds of men. She had more people show up for her than Jimmy Carter. I met him twice. And I got to the head of the line and I said, Betty, you need to have photos along with autographs because there's a whole lot of fags at the end of the line getting angry and you're going to incite Stonewall too. She took her glasses off and her handler said she screamed with laughter. I mean, they were